Hey replay viewers, be sure to check me out on YouTube Penguin6 where I put up a daily video blog. Also Instagram, Twitter, Facebook Penguin6 for more videos and pictures of Hong Kong. Right now we're up in the fog. And it's raining-ish. Comes and goes every few minutes. I think we're at tree rain right now, just the rain off the trees. Thunderstorm was back and forth. Hey Spike, how's it going? Bit wet up here today. Gotta work off that hamburger I had for breakfast. Anyhow, Debachi, Wuzadao. I don't read Chinese characters. You were up here at midday. It was super foggy. Yeah, it's a foggy one. Tomorrow should be better, and Sunday as well. So if you really want to go up, tomorrow and Sunday should be good days to come up. It is kind of the rainy season. Actually, it's funny you mentioned Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I actually saw Chow Yun-fat up here once, the star of that movie. He has an auntie who lives nearby, and he comes to check up on her and go for a jog. He's considered a real man of the people. You see him on the MTR and the noodle shops. Yeah, we were just in McDonald's. That was pretty cool. You can see that on my YouTube tonight. That'll go up tonight about 9 o'clock. My YouTube channel, Penguin6, I do a Periscope Rewind, where I put up my periscopes at the end of the day. And let's see what else we got going. I think we may make it back down to the fish and chip shop again. Just because the wife called and said she has to work tonight. And so it's raining in the UK. Well, isn't that kind of normal for the UK? I just realized I forgot to sell my Manchester City ticket, so I had to put that up on the Arsenal Ticket Exchange real quick. We've got a thunderstorm warning today. So I have one ticket left for Arsenal Man City. I'm under a umbrella, and it's an iPhone 7, so it's water resistant. We've had some good thunder earlier. Whoa, look at this fog. No, I won't be going to London on Sunday. My tickets are in London, so I'm able to sell them through the Arsenal Ticket Exchange, but they don't always sell. So I might have to have a mate shift one of them for me. It's been foggy all week. Today especially so. It's been a big storm blew in today. It's been on and off rain. I was going to do a lot of video today out on the streets, and that fell apart. Does look like I'm kind of there. I've seen a grand total of 2 people so far today on this hike. One was insane. He was talking to himself in, I don't know, he's a Chinese guy, but he seemed to be talking to himself in Spanish. The other was a jogger. There are not a lot of umbrella street vendors in the city proper. Most people have an umbrella, or they just go into 7-Eleven and grab one, or Circle K. Out in the New Territories in Kowloon, there are a little bit more common pop-up street vendors. Clear ones, you mean? Yeah, they're clear umbrellas, occasionally. Hong Kong is down below, about 1 kilometer away. I've seen some, my kids had a clear umbrella for a while. I think this one is blue. So, what else can I tell you? We had a good gourmet burger. We got stuck in traffic today, badly stuck in traffic. Went to my son's school for his lunch. And I'm doing my hike now because I didn't do it earlier. Even with this hike, I still may have to go to the treadmill. Yeah, I think I might have to because I'm only going to have about 12,000 steps by the time this is done. And I go for 20, so that's an extra hour on the treadmill. Well, I just downloaded some movies today. So I put them on my iPad. So we've got Doctor Strange, we've got Fantastic Beasts, Where to Find Them, and we got The Walking Dead, we got the original Ghost in the Shell. What was the other movie I grabbed today? I grabbed one other film, I can't remember now. Debachi Wobuzadao. I can't read Chinese characters. Sorry. It's about 4:30. My kids are in their chess tutor. The chess tutor comes at 3:45 to 4:45 every week. So they're having a chess lesson at the moment. It's pretty peaceful, isn't it? Hi. We're out for our morning walk in the afternoon. Because as bad as it is now, it was actually worse earlier today. So tomorrow we've got 2 soccer matches, 1 soccer practice, and a school fair. Tomorrow is the International Day at my son's school. Which isn't bad because all the mommies from all the different countries whip up homemade food. So it'll be like homemade dumplings, homemade Korean, homemade Japanese. This is called Lugard Road, Lugard Road, on Victoria's Peak, the tallest mountain on Hong Kong Island. And this, believe it or not, is a road. Yeah, they actually have cars that go down here. Oh, there's some people. Police have these tiny little fire trucks and police cars that they can drive on this road when there's an emergency. So you hear this little tiny siren, wee-oo, wee-oo, and you have to like get out of the way as this little car, no bigger than a golf cart, comes flying by. Usually a hiker who's run into trouble. Maybe I'll have noodles tonight. What do you guys think? Fish and chips or noodles tonight? It is peaceful. Privet. I don't speak Russian. Oh, the city's popping up. Oh, that's a miracle. We can see some of the city. So when we get up here, maybe we'll have a better view. Hello, England, UK. view after all. Oh, almost up here. Oh wow. So we just like got into a giant gap in the clouds, okay? So over there, foggy as heck, yeah? But right here, gap. And then over to the left, clouds again. It's 4:45, 4:30, something like that. It's not even raining here. Check that out. Isn't that what? Clouds on the left, clouds on the right. Clouds to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yeah. That's a famous song. Oh, check that out. The buildings are being eaten. Hong Kong is awesome. Look at that. It's like a freaking alien invasion coming in over there. I don't remember the words. Hey, bro. Clowns to the left of me, and jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Stuck in the middle with you. Because there's clouds over there, and there are clouds over here. This is on the right-hand side, and that's on the left-hand side. We're in this like eye of the hurricane, yeah? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we're in the eye of a hurricane. Oh, the wimpy photographers aren't up here now. So if you watch Ghost in the Shell this weekend, you will see certain buildings from the Hong Kong skyline in Ghost in the Shell. But you have to know what you're looking for. Look for the Bank of China, look for HSBC headquarters, look for a couple other buildings, a couple other iconic buildings that'll pop up in Ghost in the Shell, if you know where to look. Hello. I'm in a tower. My building's pretty small. Right now I'm on a path. No, neither of those. The Bank of China's in there, HSBC headquarters, the concert hall on the other side, the convention center, a couple famous apartment buildings, a cemetery up over in that neighborhood is in the movie. There's a street market in Jordan. I was going to go film that soon. The Borg Cube, no. I'm going to lose my umbrella. It didn't have Happy Valley. Okay. Look at all those ferries going to Macau. You can tell it's a Friday by all the ferry traffic. must go gamble my money away. Friday's payday. It's the beginning of the month. It is not the one by Jonathan J.K. It's up a bit. Look at the clouds over in Happy Valley. I know what street it is. I just have to go up there and find a butcher. That's where they filmed a scene from the movie where they bought meat for some dogs. So, I'm gonna go up there and find that place. I'm making a YouTube video of all the Hong Kong locations used in the movie. Pretty cool. Whoa, windy. Oh, the Lipo Center is in the movie. It's actually the headquarters of the big robot company. Dang. All right, I'm gonna have to put the umbrella down or I'm gonna lose it Mary Poppins style. There it goes. It's already about to go Mary Poppins. There we go. And my selfie stick is getting wet. I almost went for a flight. For my Instagram. My Instagram is Penguin6. I'll be putting some of these pictures up. I also put YouTube up, Penguin6. I put a video blog every day. Though this morning's video blog was pretty weak. Yeah, I did a dead cat. I didn't bring that camera up because I knew it would just be too wet. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, umbrella's back up. Wonderful place to visit, except today it's a little wet. This is the path suspended about it. Most of the path is just on solid ground. In a few places, it's a bridge, like back at that lookout. It's actually a bridge, but most of it is just on solid ground like it is here. So it's going to be a few minutes till we get back to the view again. We've got to walk all the way back to the tower now. Sun's out now. Not really. Just that little portion there was sort of like the eye of a hurricane. Yeah, you got me live. It's about the afternoon, I guess. We don't normally, most of the Hong Kong scopers kind of take the afternoon off to do other things because our biggest market is the USA and they're asleep, and the European market is just awake. So most people in Europe aren't really watching scopes early in the morning. So it's kind of like our dead time. That's why you see I've only got, 37 people in here right now. Normally in the mornings I'll have double that or triple that. Whoa! Steve James is scoping now, yeah. He has his radio show. My kids listen to it in the car when we drive to events. And I sing along with his little jingles. Everything stops for tea. Oh, the factory lines are booming. With the boomer like a zoomer like a wee. But there isn't any war when the clock strikes 4. Everything stops for tea. Oh, lawyers in the courtroom, in the middle of an alimony plea. We'll stop and have a ball. Everything stops for tea. He plays that every day at 4:05. My kids are usually in the car. Yes, he is on AM, except on the south side. You can get him on FM. The south side of Hong Kong Island, actually, Radio 3 is on FM. I wish they'd be FM over here. It sounds so much better. .45 a.m. in Bolivia. It's 4:45 a.m. in New York City, too. 1:15 on the West Coast. Some people are still awake. Yeah, Radio 3 is on the internet. All RTHK signals are on the internet. So Radio 3 is in English. Radio 4 is classical, and it's usually in English or Chinese, but it's classical, so it doesn't really matter. And Radio 6 is the BBC World Service, just simulcast on AM. Then there's 2 English language commercial stations that play absolutely god-awful freaking music. But occasionally I switch to them. I mean, today they were playing the theme from 48 Hours, you know, the movie with Eddie Murphy. Yeah, whatever that song was. Yeah, on Hammer or whatever. I mean, but that's like the kind of music. They play like 40-year-old pop music. RTHK 1 and 2 are Cantonese stations. RTHK, TVB is the television station. That's people 5 and 6. We've seen 6 people today. Jan, the theme from the song from 48 Hours. That's what they were playing on it. So evil. That was commercial radio 10 something. Eventually I get bored and put on my iPod phone. No. We have CCTV 9, which is the English service, and CCTV 4, which is the overseas Chinese service. But no, we don't really get them. They don't broadcast over the air, I don't think. You're new. All right. We'll be at the peak in a few minutes. Did you guys see that YouTube video of the people giving the snakes something to drink? That was crazy. king cobra, and we're giving a king cobra water. It does smell kind of like wet leaves, kind of like autumn right now. It's a little bit hotter than autumn. There's the peak tower. Some clouds drifting up today. My son just called me. Sorry about the phone. Son back. This kid just does not stop calling me. Hey Parker, how's it going? What volcano? Well, don't erupt. I'll make you a milkshake when I get home, okay? I'm up on the peak. I'll make one with marshmallows for you, okay? I just have to grab something. You go play, and then I'll come back and I'll make a milkshake. Well, you have to find something to do without playing screens. Okay? Rayming will be there to play. Well, find something to do. Go to 6th floor and play ping pong or something. Play in 6th floor. Parker, you got to figure something to do without playing screens, okay? Because of this. Okay, I got to go. All right. My kid wants to play the Xbox, but he's not allowed today. This kid just doesn't want to stop. Sorry about this, guys. And I'm back. Dealing with the kids. Whoa, what's up with that? Kids are on an Xbox detox this week, and they are not happy, which is why my phone is ringing off the hook. So they're not allowed any screen time this weekend because they've become too fixated on screen time. 10 and 8, 8 and 10. I'm doing all right. We're making our way down to central Hong Kong now, where we're going to get a bite to eat. My kid has to learn the joy of playing with another kid like in real life, not on a screen. It is, but the problem with it, I don't mind them playing games, of course. The problem is when they're not playing games, all they're thinking about is games. They're thinking about when the next time they can play games is, how much time it is until they get to play games. And it's such that the gaming has just sort of consumed every free moment. So every free moment they don't have something to do, they're like, can we play our games now? Can we play games now? And then if they play the games now and they don't get to play them later, they're upset later. Why don't we get to play now? We played earlier, but now we play again. So it's become this all-consuming thing. Even though they're only given less than 3 hours a week, their fascination with it lasts 20 or 30 hours. So they're in a little detox right now. I haven't seen any boar in a while. Tram's coming up. Let's get a view of the tram here in a second. Should have a beautiful view of the tram. Oh, it's almost here. Crap. Ah, there it is. Just missed it. Those clouds. Rain stop? No. They have games to play. They have Legos out the wazoo. They got just about everything, yeah? But when it comes to what they want to do, it's like Xbox. So now they're just going to have to deal without it. Taking a digital detox. Our kids get 1 hour a day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's it. And then if they're doing homework, then they can use the device. But the problem with them doing homework on a device is that it frequently flips over. I mean, like in an instant, they flip from doing homework to watching YouTube or something like that. Like, we let them code their own games, but then once they get them coded, they just start playing it endlessly and they stop coding anything new. And it's just like, well, no, we've got to keep doing stuff. I'm okay with them creating, it's just the consumption that gets out of hand. What's coding? They write code, they write computer code. They have a thing called Minecraft Hack, where they can hack Minecraft. They have some other gaming coding software programs. We have a Raspberry Pi, which has got a system called Kano, K-A-N-O, which is Raspberry Pi is a $25 US computer that's very powerful, and you can run the Kano, K-A-N-O operating system on it, which is a science and technology engineering math program system, and it lets kids program the computer to do things. No, it doesn't ruin the fun. They have to learn how things react in the digital world, how the physics work, how pixels react. So if they can code the game, they code the game in just wild ways. They come up with incredibly creative things. Hey, see you later, Flames. Like they coded a game of Pong the other day, in which the ball got bigger and bigger unless you hit it, and then it got smaller and smaller, and so it was constantly going up and down, and it was getting crazy. So I like it when they create. So that's why we got them this Raspberry Pi with Kano, I can't pronounce it. Time management, yeah. It's time management. It's just the time they're not playing is the time that's difficult. It's 11. When they're not playing, they're still thinking about playing and trying to plot when they can next play again and not focusing on anything but playing. We want it to be more of a reward, not as, like at the end of the day, some way to relax, not something that's just feeding an insatiable habit. They do have some circuit boards. That's the Raspberry Pi. We have an Arduino, but they don't really play with the Arduino. We have an Arduino-based robot that they can code to go around the house and do certain tasks. It uses a visual programming language like Hopscotch to run that. some of the kids in his class are starting to be interested in girls, but my son is still more interested in Pokemon and football cards and stuff like that. I was looking at some summer programs to get them into coding, but most of them seem to be taught by kids, not really that good at teaching, just more of as a babysitter thing. So I need to find a good program, a good camp. I don't want them to grow up too fast. We have friends, our kids, there are a lot of Brits here, so as soon as they turn 11 or 13, you ship them off to boarding school. And I'm like, no freaking way. I'm not sending them to boarding school. I want them to be around me for a while. So, but a lot of the Brits are like, nope, it's gotta go. You are in Hong Kong on Victoria's Peak, which is that mountain over there in the fog. And we are making our way down into the city to get something to eat. Probably noodles, maybe fish and chips. You had tough. My kid just had his first what is that puberty kind of lesson today at school. I have to talk to him about that tonight. The oldest one, the 10-year-old, just had the talk at school. So that's going to be an interesting conversation tonight, especially if he decides to teach his 8-year-old brother everything he learned. This is Barker Road, Barker Road in Hong Kong on Victoria's Peak. There's a car coming. We're coming up on the $193 million house, the house owned by Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba.com. That's right back in those trees. 193 million American dollars. Hello, Oklahoma. You're up late or up early. Guess it depends when you go to bed. I usually, when the wife is busy, like last night the wife had a conference call till about midnight. So I was like, honey, I'm going to bed with the kids. So I fell asleep at 8. And then I got up about 2 and I was doing some stuff from 2 to about 3:30. And then I went back to bed, got up with the kids at 6:30 this morning. It's getting dark, isn't it? School starts about 7:50, gets out about 2:50. And they have extracurriculars after school. Yeah. There we go. Tad dark. Dinner, likely fish and chips, possibly noodles. My kids are kind of hardwired to get up between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. My oldest has slept past 7 o'clock on 3 occasions in his life. That's it. I mean, only 3 occasions in his entire life has he slept beyond 7 o'clock. He's just an early riser. So it actually works out for us. There are other kids who are basically struggling to get on the bus at 7 in the morning. 10 years, wow, you should come back. Round-trip airfare is really cheap from Europe and the United States. I mean, we saw someone had $460 round trip to Hong Kong last week. $460 US round trip from the West Coast of the United States. My kids get up early on the weekends too. They like to watch Match of the Day from England. Match of the Day starts at like 5:30 in the morning here. So they get up at 5:30. We watch Match of the Day live on BBC One. And then we go out and usually have pancakes. Yeah, bring your kid. It's a fun place. Especially if you go see Ghost in the Shell. A lot of Ghost in the Shell was filmed here. Basically, the movie Ghost in the Shell was based on Hong Kong. You'll see the Bank of China Tower in that movie, that building with the X. You'll see the HSBC building. Actually, you can see that in the background of the fight sequence that's on YouTube. If you type Ghost in the Shell water fight, in the background of the city, you can see the HSBC building. And then other shots, you can see the China building. You'll see this Performing Arts Center, too, in the building. And then the Lippo Center, which is right here, is the headquarters of the Evil Robot Company. So if you go see Ghost in the Shell this weekend, that's some of what you're going to see. We did see some of the filming. I didn't see it personally, but I knew when it was going on. We've got 2 football matches tomorrow for the kids and 1 football practice on Sunday. It's a pretty rough weekend, to be honest. My son's U11 side has got to take on his U12 team. And my son's U11 team is a better team than the U12s, but the U12 boys are just physically much bigger. And we'll see what it is. Batman was in the IFC building. The IFC, the tallest tower on Hong Kong Island. He jumped off that. Lara Croft, Tomb Raider jumped off that too in Lara Croft movie. Privet Russia? Don't speak Russian, sorry. IFC's back there. I do a video blog on YouTube every day, so if you go over to my YouTube channel, Penguin 6, you can see more of Hong Kong. Usually in much higher quality video than this thing. This is shooting in 720 and then it uploads. I don't know what it uploads as. No, there's no sidewalks. There's not a lot of cars up here, to be honest. There's not a lot of people up here. It's a pretty posh neighborhood where everybody has a driver. Not just a car, they have a driver too. It's a Tesla. Teslas are very common at home. There are 8,000 electric vehicles in Hong Kong. The majority of them are Teslas. Mission Impossible 3, okay. Yeah, we just did a 360 on Facebook. Facebook.com Penguin6. I did a live 360 video from the McDonald's Gourmet restaurant. Yeah, tennis court is wet. All wet. It's raining pretty hard now. Yeah, he runs to the village. I think there's that. He was in Shanghai, I think, and then the last James Bond was, or the James Bond, 2 James Bonds ago, they were in Shanghai. There's a lot of those little Venice-like Chinese cities. Been to a couple near Shanghai, Hangzhou. The 360 camera is charging. The snakes are coming out because they get flushed out of their holes when it rains like this. They like to come on the cement where it's warmer. That's why I would really like a dog. Dogs seem to scare them away. Shitong, okay. I haven't been out to those cities in a long time. We don't have any pets right now. We're talking about getting a dog, sort of loosely, but I think we might wait till if we ever move out of Hong Kong or something. I'd like to get a dog, though. I did a 360. If you go to my YouTube channel, Penguin6, there's a 360 from Sheko Beach, which is the beach on the south side of Hong Kong Island. I dipped the 360 camera out. And I think I have a playlist. If you go to my Penguin6 on YouTube, there's a playlist of 360 videos. So you can see a couple that I made. I filmed those directly for YouTube. I didn't film for Periscope. So the quality is a little bit better than Periscope, not much. And today I did a Facebook one, but we had some bandwidth issues because it was lunchtime. I'll probably do another Facebook one tomorrow. Well, the story is pretty light. It's not really that deep of a movie, but the visuals are a 5-star. All right, but I like these like futuristic dystopian city type views. I mean, I really like those. So I gave it 5 for that. The story was about a 3 maybe. Action was pretty good. Action's about a 4. I don't know. It was fun. Popcorn for the mind. Popcorn for the mind. No, right now the pound is crash. It's 1 pound gets you 9 Hong Kong dollars or something like that. So 10 pounds is about 190 Hong Kong, 90 to 100 Hong Kong. It used to be 120 Hong Kong about before Brexit. So, but. Yeah, this was like Blade Runner on steroids, though. This was just so much more than Blade Runner. You know, just the CGI was just absolutely insane. Ghost in the Shell. It opened here yesterday, so we actually got to see it 48 hours before. I guess it's opened today in the United States, the 31st. So we got it yesterday. Well, that's the pound. The pound has gone to crap. It's good for me because I got to renew my Arsenal tickets pretty soon. So it's cheaper for me to buy pounds. Yeah, 150 for 10. Yeah, now it's about 90. Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell was filmed in part here in Hong Kong and sound stages in New Zealand. But some of the street shots were here in the city. And the city was basically inspired by Hong Kong. It was $120 for a pound just a year ago, pre-Brexit. It'll be out in the UK soon. Yeah, it opened in the US today. It opened here because they filmed it here. They opened it here a day or two early. It's popcorn for the mind, you know. You're not going to have like an existential experience watching this film. But, you know, if it's a rainy Sunday, you got nothing better to do and you kind of feel like popcorn, yeah, go check it out, you know. It's kind of funky. You don't have to have seen the cartoon to understand it. You can go in totally fresh. Comes out today in the UK. Okay. They just film around them. I mean, you often see them filming right in the middle of the city. The thing about Hong Kong is that when they film in Hong Kong, they actually want people in the background. They want that. So, yeah, I never really scoped dinner because I'm usually having dinner with the kids. But tonight, the kids have their party, their dinner party, and the wife is out late. So she said, go get something to eat. So I'm going to go get my own dinner tonight. Which it might be fish and chips or noodles. I'm not sure. It's beautiful, but it's also pretty wet right now. It's very wet. How long have I been in Hong Kong? I don't know, at least another year. We just signed a new lease. We actually delivered the lease this morning. So we're here for at least another 14 months. You got back to the UK before Disney's hurting here. Financially, it's not really made a profit yet. It's getting much wetter. Hey, I'm heading to dinner in the rain. Unfortunately, my arm is getting wet. The umbrella isn't exactly centered. I don't know what the kids like. They don't really like travel that much. I travel a bit, but not really. I'm not like a wanderlust kind of person. I travel for a purpose usually. I like to go somewhere, learn something, come back and apply it. So I don't really just, I mean, I've met people who are basically backpacking the world, and that's not really my style. I like to go someplace, pick up some things that, might be helpful to bring them back. I think that's the most fun from traveling. What's for dinner? Not sure. Fish and chips, or noodles, or I might end up going home. Cooked as possible. I had that big lunch though, yeah? I had a huge lunch, which was a lot of calories. So, and hooked is about 600 or 700 calories. So, to ride your bike. Yeah, in the new territories, they got a lot of bike paths now. It's quite nice to ride up there. It's raining in New Zealand the other day. Yeah, it's pretty gross here. I saw a snake on this path a while ago, yeah. Not lately, thank God, knock on wood. Man, it's raining. This is awesome. It's also very wet. Let me get this selfie stick is getting soaked. There we go. Coming up on the road now. .26. So I got an hour, I got 2 hours. We have a family meeting tonight. Every Friday night, we go over the weekend schedule and homework. Dim sum. Nah, dim sum's got to be one of those things you have as a group. Eating dim sum by yourself isn't as much fun. See you later, Kevin. Dry off my phone. Yeah, but see, the thing about the dumplings, this is the negative. So here's the thing. We're probably going to have dumplings this weekend. We're probably, maybe going to have fish and chips this weekend. So I'm sort of on hold. I'm debating, should I get fish and chips tonight? Or should I just get noodles tonight? I'm trying to figure out what's the one thing we won't have. Now, then I realized tomorrow night the kids are going to be going out to dinner with some friends. So tomorrow's going to be my night to make my video, I think, because the kids will be away. I'll have a good few hours to run around the city and film all the locations from Ghost in the Shell. And then I can probably publish that this weekend. The fish was okay. The problem was the nanny overcooked it. So it was a little bit too, it wasn't tender enough because it had baked too long. We just didn't know how long to bake it. So we'll try again next time. We'll a little bit lighter so it's a little flakier. That or we'll get a different type of fish. Penguin 6 on YouTube. On this weekend, I'm doing a video of all the film locations from the movie Ghost in the Shell. So there's a couple iconic buildings. There's a street market. There is a major place in Causeway Bay that features in the end of the movie, more or less. So we're going to go around Hong Kong this weekend, and I'm going to film these different locations, and then I'm going to put up a YouTube video this weekend, sort of a tour guide to Hong Kong. I'm starting to wonder if I can make it to dinner, to be honest, guys. I'm getting soaking wet. It should get some views, yeah, I would hope. If I can get it in the can and done. It's a Tesla X. Yeah, we can get that done. It'll be fun. We've identified about 8 locations that we're going to film about half of those. Some of those are too far away to film. They're not really easily accessible, so we won't film those. Getting a cab in this weather is a nightmare. No tax Tesla until tomorrow. The tax doubles the price of the Tesla starting tomorrow because the government eliminated the tax breaks, much to the chagrin of the environmentalists. Hey Sweden, how's it going? So guys, I don't think I'm going to be able to go directly to go eat. I think I've got to go home and change. I am soaking wet. My feet are soaking wet. Oh shit. This is a big ass puddle. Yeah, one little brief snippet of city. These end up on YouTube too. Every night I put up a Periscope Rewind. So if you go to YouTube, you can catch all the previous hikes. Most of them go down this way. But I think I'm going to have to run upstairs. Whether I go out or not, we'll maybe try a video if we go out. I also got to get a battery too. But taxis, that's the other thing, is if I go out, I'm not sure if I can get back because of the taxi situation. Anyway, so guys, I'm going to sign off here with my car. Thanks for watching, and catch me again soon. Bye-bye.